This week's edition of the Scumbags Wrestling Podcast is dedicated to the memory of the late Jacques Rougeau Sr., who passed away at the age of 89.
Granted, I understand it's essentially the same unappreciative crowd full of scumbags from last night.
Hey wrestling fans, welcome to this week's episode of the Scumbags Wrestling Podcast. Thank you once again for joining me each and every week, whether it's on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, or Apple Podcasts, or any of the other 11 outlets that I haven't mentioned, including Podcoin, where you can earn money just for listening to this podcast. Be sure to check out the production line every Friday on Facebook or our YouTube channel, and join us on our Facebook page every day for the Superstar of the Day and different wrestling news and knowledge on the Scumbags Wrestling page on Facebook. On this week's episode, we're going to look at what's coming up for Smash Wrestling, a look back at Fyter Fest, Ring of Honor's Best in the World Night number 2, plus looking back at Monday Night Raw's and SmackDown results, plus the Extreme Rules pay-per-view build-up. We'll be right back after these short messages with the Smash Wrestling Breakdown. Are you looking to get into the wrestling business? Well, look no further than the Tyson Dukes Wrestle Factory, located right here in London, Ontario. Tyson has over 20 years of experience in the wrestling world, and he's even been brought down to the WWE Performance Center to be a guest trainer. We've already seen the likes of Jordan James, Kyle Boone, Violet Lee, Jim Strider, Pharaoh Bowman, Chris Mitchells, and many more. Plus, the new generation that are coming from the second group, such as Josh Pine, Shiloh, Nova, Frankie Ward, and many more. You don't want to miss your opportunity to learn from one of the best in Ontario, if not all of Canada, or the world, in Tyson Dukes. So that's the Tyson Dukes Wrestle Factory. It's open Monday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, and located at 309 Exeter Road here in London.
My name is The Muscle, Smash Wrestling's hottest free agent. I toss bodies and wheel hotties, and you're listening to the Scumbags of Wrestling podcast.
Hey wrestling fans, thanks for joining me this week on the Scumbags Wrestling Podcast. Normally we start off with Smash Wrestling, and we'll get to that in just a moment because there's a lot coming up, as you already know. But there was an announcement regarding the future of Barrie Wrestling. Barrie Wrestling just posted on their Facebook page that they've been putting on family-friendly shows for 5 years this November 1st. We're very proud to be thought of as the top family event each month, and will continue to be that for a long time to come. Barrie Wrestling is going nowhere, but complacency is the enemy of everything, and there is a entire audience that hasn't had the chance to enjoy regularly scheduled pro wrestling in our city. That changes now. Stay tuned tonight for the first of many announcements that will be at times vague, but will be worth every bit of the wait when the time comes. Barry Wrestling Team humbly enjoys bringing your family every month and has long struggled with compliments and kudos with what we do. But there's a whole other team that is ready to take pride in our hustle. Stay tuned. Sounds like some exciting times are going to be happening in Barry Wrestling. Potentially more wrestling for everybody to enjoy. And who knows, maybe they are going to have some sort of deal where they'll be broadcasting and people beyond the city of Barry can enjoy them from the comfort of their own home. We'll have to wait and see what these announcements are going to be. And now on to our regularly scheduled Smash Wrestling update. Smash Wrestling cannot wait until Saturday. The most requested match of 2019 has been Psycho Mike taking on Orange Cassidy, and that match will happen at the Franklin Horror Community Center this Saturday. Kevin Bennett defends his championship against former running mate The Muscle. 3 Smash Wrestling Tag Team Invitational semifinal matches will happen as Super Reversos take on Kill Screen. The Renegades take on the Untouchables. And TDT return to Smash Wrestling to take on the Philly and Marino Experience. The Violent Canadian makes his long-awaited Smash Wrestling debut against Sebastian Suave, as Marcus Burke will take on Sebastian one-on-one. Halal Beefcake will defend their tag team championships against the Pillars and Maritime's Most Wanted. I'm going to make some picks for this night 1 of Orange is the New Smash. I see Orange Cassidy picking up the victory in a very entertaining match over Mike Rollins, where Mike's conscience could get involved. As far as the tag team titles go, I see Halal Beefcake retaining the tag team titles over the Pillars and Maritime's Most Wanted. Likewise, Kevin Bennett will end up retaining over the Muscle in his first Smash Wrestling Championship title defense. In a match that should be very hard-hitting, as Marcus Burke is taking on Sebastian Suave. Even though he's the Violent Canadian, Marcus Burke will probably end up losing to the new attitude of Sebastian Suave, as he gets fired up last time at the Northern Tournament with Anthony Kingdom James, wanting to have the more vicious side of Sebastian come out every time, regardless of him being with the Pillar or being with Kingdom. So this is the first opportunity for Sebastian to show that sadistic side of his, and he's going to do it against Marcus Burke, with Sebastian picking up the victory. As far as the tag team title tournament goes, with the winners of it coming to London and eventually facing the tag team champions, presumably at Super Showdown 7. My picks for the win is going to be Super Reversos defeating Kill Screen, the Renegades defeating the Untouchables, and TDT taking out Philly and Marino Experience. All 3 teams will come down here to London the very next night at the London Music Hall. Speaking of which, Orange is the New Smash. Night number 2 happens at the London Music Hall at 4 p.m. on Sunday, July 7th. Right now is the card, and I'll run down my picks along the way. It's been announced that Sebastian Suave and TDT will be set for action here in London, and as I just mentioned, I think TDT will be in the finals of the Smash Wrestling Tag Team Invitational, which will see the 3 teams that won the night before coming here to compete in a triple threat tag team match. Where Suave fits in, I'm not quite sure yet. However, that's where I see TDT. And if I'm right, I'm picking TDT to end up winning the whole tournament to face off against Halal Beefcake at Super Showdown 7. The Pillars will continue to exact revenge as Tarek will go against Halal Beefcake's member Joe Coleman in singles action, and Tyson Dukes will face off against Idris Abraham. In this case, I see both Tarek and Tyson getting the victories over Halal Beefcake. Halal Beefcake are good together, but in singles, that's a different story. They're better as a team than individually. Smash Wrestling is going to have a huge gauntlet match featuring Kyle Boone, Pharaoh Bowman, Jim Strider, The Muscle, Violent Lee, Jody Threat, Chris Mitchells, and Marcus Burke. Now, since this is a gauntlet match, I don't know how it's all going to go down, but I can see us having Violent Lee and Muscle at one point going against each other, and I wouldn't mind seeing in the finals Jim Strider taking on Marcus Burke in a prolonged final match. As to who comes out of the winner totally from the gauntlet match, I'm going to go with Strider. London will also see the debut of the Revolt tag team. That's Jordan James and Alec Realm, as they'll face off against Maritime's Most Wanted. While this is James and Realm's first official tag team match with Smash Wrestling, they're taking on Maritime's Most Wanted, and I can see, unfortunately, the inexperience of James and Realm coming into play, and they will unfortunately lose. So my pick is Maritime's Most Wanted. Orange Cassidy is coming to London, and the internet sensation will face off against the master of the DDT himself, Cody Deaner. I don't know how I can go against Cody Deaner, and I probably still won't, as Orange Cassidy will go down in defeat to London's own Cody Deaner. And the main event will see Kevin Bennett face off against Psycho Mike Rollins. Should Bennett retain against The Muscle the night before, this will be for the championship. Either way, I see Kevin Bennett retaining the championship as he looks forward to defending it at Super Showdown 7. So those are my predictions for the 2 nights of Orange is the New Smash, happening Saturday, July 6th in Toronto at the Franklin Horror Community Centre, and then here in London at the London Music Hall on Sunday, July 7th. Then on Saturday, July 13th, Smash Wrestling makes its return to Dresden at the Ken Houston Memorial Agricultural Center in Dresden, Ontario. The event is being organized by referee Jay Smith, and it will help benefit the Dresden Junior Kings hockey team. So come on out and support a really good cause. Last year we were there and had a scumbag section, and we're going to do that again. Just let me know if you want to be a part of it. We still have a couple tickets left over in the first row VIP section, and all you have to do is contact me either on our Facebook page or through email at scumbagswrestling@gmail.com. We'll see Dresden's own Super K as he takes on Scotty O'Shea, the leader of Kill Screen. Cody Deaner will go one-on-one against Townsville and Ridgetown's own Ricky James. Alec Realm from the Wrestle Factory will be in attendance, along with there being a mixed tag team mayhem featuring Violet Lee and The Muscle taking on Sebastian Suave and Jody Threat. The huge main event for this evening will be seeing a massive 6-man tag team main event when former Smash Wrestling champion and the former Smash Wrestling tag team champions, the Pillars, Tarek, Tyson Dukes, and Brent Banks, looking for revenge against the new champion and the tag team champions, the Kevin Bennett Experience, featuring Kevin Bennett and Halal Beefcake, Joel Coleman, and Idris Abraham. Get your tickets now and support the Dresden Junior Kings on Saturday, July 13th in Dresden, Ontario. On July 21st, Smash Wrestling is bringing the cameras for another taping of Smash Wrestling on the Fight Network. And it will be New Kids on the Block at the Tannery Event Center in Kitchener, Ontario. True to the show's theme, some new faces will be seen when Smash Wrestling comes back to Kitchener. Brent Banks is set to take on Smash Wrestling debut